Hello friends, welcome back to Mini Kit Monday. So as you know, we are doing the 4 for 4 series that Janet of RTS Scrapbooking gave us. Now, when I put my kits together, I did do her parameters, I did the cuts, but I didn't know which papers were supposed to go with what. So I kind of went rogue on that one. And this is my first layout kit. I've got this really great Fall Blessings kit. It's called Autumn Day. I really like this side, so that's going to be my background. I've got these great arrow pieces with, this is just a solid evergreen behind. And then these are these gorgeous little tree pieces, and I have wood grain. The photos I'm going to be using are these two right here with my pups, and the deal with their bones is this little guy got taken to the groomers yesterday to get his nails trimmed because he will not let me do so. And he was a good boy, so then I took him to PetSmart, and he went around and around the store. And when he first went in, and right before we left, he picked the same bones that he liked, and they were pumpkin spice bones. So I thought that was ever so fallsy, since our leaves on our trees and that haven't changed yet. So this is going to be my first fall looking, at least, looking layout. And I, for some reason, felt like going squarish on my photos. I'm going to go ahead and use this sketch right here from Page Maps, and I'll try to remember to put it right here when I'm scrapbooking. So I have that. What else to tell you? I'm going to try to sneak some labels in because that's a Rediscover Your Stash product focus, and then Scrap Timber has hearts. So I try to remind myself of these things because it's getting me to use more and more of my stash, and that is the bee's knees when it comes to creating for me. So I'm going to put I'm going to go ahead and put my sketch maybe right to the side here so I can see it, but I'll put the big one right here if I remember. I'm going to trim my photos and get working. I have a feeling this one will come together kind of quickly because I've got cut pieces here. I have my kit together. I have all kinds of good fallsy looking things to use, and I'm just going to see how it goes. I have no idea what my plan is. It makes it kind of fun, but I'm going to use my kit, use up some of my stash, keep going with my spending freeze by using stash, and see if we make some leeway. All right, wish me luck. Okie dokie, so all I've done so far is I trimmed off my branding strip, and now I'm taking a look at the sketch that you see right there and starting to build my page around it. Now originally I wanted to use the cute little trees that was on this brown wood grain paper, but they were in the wrong orientation, so I had to adjust my plans for that, and I'm just using the really nice strong brown wood grain. And I'm going to go ahead and trim these pictures up, and then we can get to really creating. As you see from the sketch, this design is a fairly simple one. I'm just going to go ahead and put this large band down. I'm not paying attention too much to where it says to put 3 larger photos in between. I'm just doing the base design. Let's just say it. I was thinking about tucking this brown wood grain under, and then I was like, it's perfectly fine. They're nice, even seams, that's fine. So that did not get tucked, but I will go ahead and put a very, very old vintage, I think it's basic gray, sticker border on this layout, which will break up some of that. Now I have the 2 photos here of my boys with their pumpkin spice bones, and they were extremely excited about them, and they wouldn't let anybody go near them that day. It was actually kind of funny. All right, so these die cuts that you see here, they are hand-me-down die cuts, and I think they are from Creative Memories from the late 90s. Like, they are like vintage crafty supplies, but I'm like, all right, let me see if I can use them. Why not? And you end up barely even being able to see the pumpkin one, which I'm fine with, but not fine with. I was like, because I like the pop of orange, but that's okay. My title will will end up explaining what this is all about. So there's that little die cut piece that has been kicking around in my stash since the dawn of time. So I am happy that I'll finally be able to use it. You see that I'm going ahead and auditioning different pieces that I have in this kit. One of those little wood grain things, I think it's like Autumn Vibes, and the other one says Pumpkin Spice. So they definitely will end up getting used. I'm going ahead and just, I have those Pebbles rubber charms, and I'm like, can I use those? So this is a lot of the auditioning phase of this layout. Now, I do know that I want to use those thickers, and I'm going to have them say Pumpkin Spice. Okie dokie, so I'm going to start attaching these little pieces, and I'm going to stagger my photos just a little bit. And these are pretty darn close-up photos of the boys. My pup on the left is Rocco, and on the right is Mason. They're both English Bulldogs, but they definitely have different looks to them. It's interesting how different they can look and be the same breed. So this will be Pumpkin Spice Bones for my title, and it's going to take me a minute because I will have to go ahead and use liquid adhesive to attach them. So I have a full sticker sheet here, and so far I've picked off that little banner arrow kind of thing. I do like that I found a piece that says October because this was in October. And this is a pretty full sticker sheet that you saw me using there. I do have some in this kit that are close to being killed off, but not quite yet. That little chipboard piece says Pumpkin Spice. I think Pumpkin Spice is life or something like that, which, no, my boys did not have a latte, but they did have Pumpkin Spice Bones, which was funny in itself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just lining up that photo on the right with the arrow paper because it will give me, I know that the arrow paper is squared off, so that was where I was thinking with that. And yes, I'm always grabbing my T-square ruler. Now this T-square ruler is just about shot, and I did pick up a couple like a year ago from Amazon, and I don't like them as much as the cheapo one that I got from Michael's. The ones from Amazon, I got a 2-pack. They barely grab the paper on the side. You know how you have that little tiny edge? They barely will grab that. So the T-square ruler ends up just rolling all over the place or sliding across, and it's kind of ineffective to have. Anywho, pick the one up at Michael's. That was the whole point. All right, let me get this title on. Alrighty, that is all on there. Like I said, I did use liquid adhesive, and I'm going ahead and I'm going to audition a few different pieces as always to see what's going to work. But I do end up playing off a lot of this kind of an autumn theme. I mean, they weren't really doing a whole lot of anything. So yep, nothing was really working on that chipboard. All that stuff is like for raking leaves and whatnot that I have on those sticker sheets. So I do know that I want to use these 2 wood veneer like little word pieces. They're little rectangles, and they're super, super, super thin. I don't even remember where I got them from. I'm sure it was a kit from somewhere, but they definitely are fantastic. I'd like to get them with different kind of words on it because, I mean, they're super thin. They don't add bulk, but they do add that kind of wood vibe. So I like this little orange kind of curvy arrow. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on and have it curved towards Mason and his bone. Right now, I mean, I do have dimension with my alphas and the little coffee cup. I have that arrow is popped up, but I always love me some dimension. I also really like it if I can get some different textures in, all that kind of stuff. So that is pointing to him, and you just see the very top of the swirly bits on the pumpkin. You ended up not seeing a whole lot of that. I did put the word October beneath Mason's photo, so that's there. I'm really wanting to kill off some of these products I have in this kit. I just need to find some photos that are a lot more of an autumn base, I think. I think that's what I need to do. I mean, we, in my region, I am in southeast Michigan. Our leaves haven't turned yet or anything like that. So it feels like fall because it's chilly, but the leaves have not decided that they agree. So I have 2 sets of these decorative brads that you see here. So I'm going to use 3 of the larger ones. I always like it when I can use like the super themey products on a theme layout. I know that doesn't make a ton of sense because I can use an orange or a brown brad, like a plain one, on almost anything. So it's one of those things that feels like a big score when I can use it as I go. And then I try to leave the plainer stuff for later on. Do you do the same thing? Tell me below. You know, if that's just something I always try to do, or yeah, it may be. But yeah, let me know if you do the same thing. So real quick, regarding Mini Kit Monday, on our Facebook group, everybody is having a ball with these parameters that Janet gave to us and the kits this month. They're so gorgeous. Now, a lot of them are autumn themed, but I've seen a lot of navy in the autumn theme. I've seen a really gorgeous violet color. I also saw that somebody is doing like 30 of their kids' school photos. So it's super school themed that somebody has going on. So there's definitely like all kinds of different goodies running the gamut on the page right now. So I'm kind of digging that, like where that is going. These are these cute little autumn word stickers, and there's a set of the 2 stickers. They might be by Pebbles. I know I got them at Tuesday Morning last season. This season I am in a bit of a spending freeze, so I'm using so much more of my stash and getting a little bit of traction. I'm really proud of how that is going. Yeah. Anywho, as you see, I have lots of bits from the previous number of years for fall products, and I'm auditioning a lot of them, seeing what may or may not work. So I did find this piece, it's not even a full piece, of this banner sticker. It has these acorns on there. I kind of wanted something to the upper left of this. I don't know why, it just felt super open up there. So I'm using just like 5 of the acorns. I like to do things in odd numbers if at all possible. It kind of works better for me. So look at how gorgeous that leaf paper is. Oh, that was pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and decorate up that upper left just with a few little items, not a big deal. I'm seeing if any of the brads will work, but there are these great little chipboard pieces that are in this, with this set of brads. So I have a great little, kind of a dusty orange pumpkin little chipboard piece. I knew I could get at least one more little word up there to bring that color to the upper portion of this. And now I'm going to just go ahead and pop this little piece that I have just on a little tiny piece of fun foam. It kind of seemed like I needed another dimensional little bit, and it's bringing that really nice rusty brown color up top. It's making it feel like it's more a part of the layout that I have going here. Now I have these little rubber charm things. I don't super dig rubber pieces. I mean, I don't mind them, I don't dig them. I have concerns that they'll break down long term. I have no idea. So I'm auditioning this little green leafy guy and these other little leaf shapes. I mean, they're great because they do add a different dimension, but I definitely don't try to buy them. And I don't know if they are in any of the new collections or not. I have a lot of older supplies, so I don't know. But those were by Pebbles. They're cute. They're cute, not great, but cute. Alrighty, so what else can I tell you? Yep, I knew I was going to switch out that little green guy because that color green just was not on my page anywhere, and so it kept distracting me. Now this little floral piece, I love the color of it. It's bringing in more of that bricky red, but I didn't want the whole flower, so I just cut it in half and tucked in the 2 halves in 2 different places, and it's bringing that color around the page ever so nicely as well. So this is where I'm going in to, I have my brads and my gems and all that kind of stuff to the upper right of my desk all the time because I use them on 99% of the layouts. And these are just these, what are they, Bow Bunny gems. They're in a nice brown tone, so you're getting a little gem quality, but I'm staying true to this really nice warm color that, yeah, I think it adds a finishing touch that this layout was looking for. I mean, I'm literally using product from the 90s on here, so I needed a little bit of an update, I think. So here's a little bit of close-up work. Go ahead and click on the links below to see what my gal pals have come up with for this week. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye, friends.